Roller coaster manufacturers are a very big part of the coaster industry because without them, roller coasters would not exist. Duh. So most enthusiasts play favorites with their coaster manufacturers, and most of them have their top three, which always, literally always, consist of these three companies. There is Intamin, B&M, and RMC, and I am no exception. Yep, this is my top three manufacturer list too. But today I want to discuss what my favorite manufacturer is and how I would rank these three manufacturers. So I know that was a weird intro, but let's get straight into it. So if I had to pick my least favorite out of these three manufacturers, well, I shouldn't call it my least favorite because B&M is still a great company. Just they don't quite meet, in my opinion, Intamin and RMC. They don't really have any huge masterpieces, unlike RMC, where they have like Steel Vengeance and Iron Gwazi. B&M just really has Fury 325. That's just my opinion, though. But back in the 1980s and 1990s, they were making these really intense speed machines, like Kumba and Montu. Those two come off the top of my head because they're the only two that I've actually ridden. And then, of course, there's the Batman the Ride clones, the B&M inverts. And they have a bunch of different coaster types. Like, they have a wide variety that parks can choose from. Like, they have sit-down, stand-ups, inverts, flyers. They have just all these different types. Oh, yeah, hypers and gigas, of course. But nowadays, they're really only making hypers and gigas. Those are the only ones that I'm like, hearing of today. So I think they've kind of stopped doing, like, the inverts and sit-downs. They are opening Pipeline, the surf coaster at SeaWorld Orlando. That is a stand-up coaster, but that is 2 across, unlike the other ones, which were all 4 across. So it's kind of like, almost like a, what would you say, like a reimagining of the stand-up coaster, and it has like bouncing seats. So we'll see how that turns out. But they just have a lot of different coaster types, and I really like them for that. They're a great company, just they, again, don't quite meet RMC and Intamin when it comes to, like the elite coasters. For number 2, I would probably pick Rocky Mountain Construction. I really wish I could put them at number 1, especially after watching Coaster Studios' documentary, This Is How We Roll, about RMC, and it told their story so well. So if you haven't watched that yet, I would highly recommend going over to Vimeo and renting it or buying it. It's really just a great documentary, and I loved watching it, especially being a coaster enthusiast. So anyway, they're a family-owned company, and I love to see family-owned companies thrive. And like, they've just made so many great coasters and masterpieces. I've only ridden 2 RMCs, Twisted Colossus and Iron Gwazi, but I've heard there's not one RMC that doesn't leave you on the brake run breathless. And just every coaster they make is a masterpiece. They are constantly pumping out great coasters. Alan Schilke's an amazing designer, and just they're overall an amazing company. But there is one company or coaster manufacturer that I think just barely beats out RMC. I wonder who it is. Intamin Amusement Rides is my favorite manufacturer. Not only are they making great rides, but they are super innovative and have just a huge wide variety of coasters. Like, unlike other companies where they specialize in one thing, like RMC doesn't have a lot of coaster types and they mainly specialize in airtime. Intamin has these inverts and and sit downs and a bunch of coaster types, and they're really just all around good at everything, and then they're extremely good at launches. They make some of the best launches. Think like Maverick, Top Thrill Dragster, really any of their hydraulic launches. So Intamin is just a really great, innovative company, and there's really not a lot more I can say about them. They just make great coasters, good at a lot of things, and just amazing. Alright, so that will be it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you noticed that the sound quality was a little bit better. I'm in a closet right now with this blanket here, so that hopefully improved the sound quality. I was going to use these headphones because they have a microphone on them, but the microphone does not work with the phone that I use to make my videos. Yes, I use a phone, not a computer, to edit every single one of my videos. So if you didn't know that before, now you know. But maybe in the future I'll be able to afford a real microphone. Right now I can't, so yeah, that'll be it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.